Why is it that Muhammad Buhari-led administration is so concerned about this RUGA, Rural Grazing Area Settlement Plan, that only favors one tribe in Nigeria, the Fulanis, the cattle rearers? Anyway, I think it's just tribalism and nepotism. Hi guys, you're watching Chiki series. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your support. I quite appreciate that. And if you're new to this channel, kindly consider subscribing by clicking on the red subscribe button. Also hit the bell icon, that way you get notification whenever I upload a new video. Just to set the background straight, RUGA plan was set up by Buhari-led administration to resolve the conflict between the Fulani herdsmen and the farmers in the village. Because if you can remember very well, last year and even the previous years, there has been clash between the farmers and the Fulani herdsmen, with lots of life lost and so many people rendered homeless. There has been several allegations saying that Fulani herdsmen are the ones causing all these problems. And the president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, has never for one day commiserate with the state or send messages to people who lost their loved ones in this mayhem. In the midst of all these problems and allegations against Fulani herdsmen, the Nigerian government never bothered neither to stop these people nor to investigate them to understand the reason why they're killing people in those parts of the country. And he never bothered to label them terrorist group. But in 2017, Buhari was so quick to label independent people of Biafra terrorist group and even sent Operation Python Dance to arrest Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB leader. I think Nigerians need to tread more carefully when it comes to this RUGA settlement, because the agenda of RUGA settlement is favoring only Fulani herdsmen. They're not the only tribe in Nigeria. There are so many tribes in Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken, over 400 tribes. In all honesty, I don't understand this special treatment being given to Fulani group, maybe because they're from the same area with President Buhari. This is gross tribalism and nepotism, using the country's resources to favor one particular group of people. It is very sad and sickening how Buhari goes about defending this group of people, because when he traveled to the United States in 2018, Mr. Trump asked him about security issues in Nigeria concerning Boko Haram and alleged killings done by Fulani herdsmen, because there was an attack in Catholic Church in Benue State, and it was alleged that Fulani herdsmen were the ones who burned down the church, killing 17 people, including 2 priests. And Buhari went again with his response, saying that these men carry AK-47, that Fulani herdsmen are far from it, because they go about with only sticks and machetes to cut down foliage for their animals. So this keeps me wondering if Nigeria is meant for a certain group of people, whether a certain group of people are meant to enjoy the country while other people suffer. Now they are talking about RUGA settlement plan when there is already a national program called National Livestock Transformation Plan, which is supposed to take care of ranching in states as well. So why is Buhari administration imposing RUGA settlement plan on everybody in all the 36 states? Is it the right thing to do? And not minding that 12 states have already subscribed to that. Even at that, they're still not happy that southern states have not subscribed to it. And they had the guts to come up with a threat, giving them 30-day ultimatum to accept and implement RUGA in all the southern states. I mean, why are they disturbing people about their plans? Why do they want to force southern states to accept this plan, this RUGA plan, knowing fully well that southern states have their allegations against these Fulani herdsmen? Because even now, it is still alleged that they're causing problems all over. And Buhari has never bothered to say a word concerning this. Rather, they want to force this plan on southern states. If there is no ulterior agenda, I don't think they will go all out, be at the forefront, pushing it on people, trying to shove it on people's faces. There is something behind it. Personally, I'm not in support of RUGA settlement plan, simply because it is favoritism and sectional. Overall, it is corruption. According to Land Use Act of Nigeria, the state government has the ownership of the land. The national cannot force a state government to release a land, more so when the land in question is up to 10,000 hectares of land. Where would they get that kind of land from? Have they finished solving their state problem? There are so many farmers in the state that also need to be taken care of. The national resources cannot be used for one group of people. They are not more important than other citizens of that country. There are so many farmers in the country. So if they want to do things, they do it straight and get it right. Let it favor everybody. Let everybody benefit from it. In the first place, I'm not even sure what was going on in the mind of people who approved this RUGA settlement plan. Because a settlement plan that has all infrastructures and all the amenities, while in the state, government has not been able to provide such amenities for the citizens. Why should they approve such? If Nigeria has that kind of money, they should be able to build standard hospital in each region to take care of their citizens. Given the fact that the leaders always go for medical tourism abroad, which has great implication on national financial resources. Also, everybody knows that Fulani herdsmen are nomadic in nature. They move from one point to the other, from one state to the other, looking for a fertile ground, green leaves and grasses for the cattle to graze on. So I don't know how they want to confine them in a particular settlement. Over the years, I've heard stories where nomadic herders clash with local communities over the access and control of land. And with them now having a permanent settlement in the state, I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know why Buhari administration should come up at this time with this Ruga settlement when they're just entering their second tenure. This is a bit surprising to me because cattle rearing is a private business and should be treated as such. I don't expect the federal government to be at the forefront of this. If they're having problem with the landowners, they should find a way to settle it, not coming to force people to accept Ruga settlement plan. Moreover, those people into business, I've never seen government pushing their businesses for them. Rather, they form policies, or better still, create an enabling environment to favor their businesses, and not forcing 36 states of Nigeria to release land so that government can build house for them, market, and other essential amenities to promote their trade. Like I said, cattle rearing is a private business. If they're having problem with the landowners, they should find a way to settle it. Government might step in, but not going all out to build Ruga settlement that will incur a lot of billions of naira. Why should the federal government be pushing it when it's not a federal government project? What is the interest? What do they want to benefit from it? And again, when you look at the map of Nigeria, when you check the landmass, you have a lot of landmass in the north. Simply because that their climate is not favorable for the grasses to grow there doesn't mean that they will give them permanent settlement in the south. They can continue moving from one place to the other looking for fertile land the way they do it before, but they find a way to reduce the clashes with the owners of the land. So let the government leave the Fulani herdsmen to fend for themselves the way they've been doing before. Like I keep saying, I don't know their interest in all this. Why should they be pushing for them, trying to get settlement for them, knowing fully well that these people are nomadic in nature? Whichever settlement you give to them, they will still move around. They can never be confined. They can never settle at a place. That's their nature. Everybody knows that. Since time immemorial, I got to know about Fulani herdsmen. I know they've been like that. And because of their nomadic nature, I'm not even sure whether they're Nigerians, because most often they move along that West African coast, crossing so many countries, and it will be very expensive for Nigerian government to use their limited resources to finance people who they're not even sure whether they're Nigerian citizens or not. To the best of my knowledge, there is vast land in northern part of Nigeria. There are lots of land there. They can construct irrigation and find a way to plant some crops and shrubs so that the animal can feed on them. And if they want to settle them, they can also settle in the north there. The land is very vast. It can accommodate whatever they want to build for them there. Or better still, if they're not comfortable with that, they can go to Sambisa Forest. Sambisa Forest is too large. They are even looking for people who can occupy some part of the land. I think it's high time Nigerian government found something for the youth, a better way to engage the youth, because you can't spend 4 years in university or in school and you don't have anything doing. And this is the reason why so many people are dying in Sahara Desert trying to cross over to Europe. Some people are stuck in Libya with nobody thinking about how they will rescue them. And here are our leaders talking about Ruga settlement for Fulani herdsmen who are nomadic in nature and wouldn't want to settle for any place. This has sparked up lots of agitation in the country, leading to some protests. Some people went to Redemption Camp in Lagos, demanding that Adiboye should speak up against what is happening in the country right now, because they believe that he is very close to Aso Rock, and with Yemi Osibanjo being the vice president, he is also senior pastor in Adiboye-led church RCCG. Honestly, I think Nigerians need to do more in terms of speaking up, because when one keeps silent, our leaders now think they can do anything and get away with it. And that's the reason why they've been running Nigeria recklessly the way they've been. Nigeria has been producing oil for over 30 years and there is nothing to show for it. People are suffering while Nigeria remains the poverty capital of the world. There are prominent Nigerians such as Professor Wole Soyinka and Ooni of Ife who weighed in on the matter, telling Nigerians to protect their ancestral land, and also warned the federal government to avoid the implementation of Ruga settlement program because it's going to cause a lot of problem in the country. Even the social cultural groups have already said that there is no land for Ruga settlement in their own area, like Yoruba community, Afenifere, and the Ohanese Ndibo. And some organizations in Benue State have faulted it, saying that it's a ploy for nomadic tribe to colonize the country, that it is sectional and clannish. And come to think of it, consider the fact that this herdsmen and farmers clash has been on, it has been in existence before colonialism, and when colonial masters left, it remained with us. This problem predated Buhari's administration, so for anybody that thinks that Ruga settlement plan will solve the problem, I don't think so. Rather, it's causing more division among us, because this is simply promoting one ethnic group above the other. Yesterday it was grazing land, the other day it was cattle colony, and today it's Ruga settlement. Haba, Nigerian government, Which way forward? Let's try to do something meaningful that will favor the economy and also move the country forward. I'm just wondering, when you have Fulani herdsmen scattered all over the country and there is conflict between them and the farmers, that means complete invasion of that land. They will invade the land and take the land from the landowners. At that point, it will be very late. So to me, I think this issue of RUGA settlement shouldn't even come up at all. They should cancel it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let's have some meaningful conversation. Do you think RUGA is the solution to conflict between herders and farmers in Nigeria? Are you for RUGA or against RUGA? Let me know what you guys think about that. And remember to share this video with family and friends if you like it. And don't forget to subscribe if you've not done already. And I'm gonna catch you in my next video. Bye.